Some heroes discover their strength by accident, some are shaped by hardship, and some unlock their destiny only after learning who they truly are. This is the story of a woman who rose above fear, doubt, and limitation. A woman who learned that real power isn't just energy or strength. It's knowing who you are and choosing what you stand for. This is the origin of Captain Marvel. Section 1. A girl who dreamed of the sky. Before she ever flew among the stars, she was simply Carol Danvers, a determined kid growing up in a world that constantly told her to slow down, step back, and know her limits. But Carol never believed in limits. She loved machines, engines, aircraft, anything that defied gravity. While other children imagined fairy tales, Carol imagined cockpits, runways, and blue skies stretching endlessly into the horizon. The world often doubted her. Some said flying was too dangerous. Some said it wasn't meant for someone like her. But Carol didn't listen. Every fall made her stronger. Every failure became fuel. She wasn't chasing glory, she was chasing possibility. And in that pursuit, she forged a spirit that would one day carry the weight of an entire universe. Section 2. The Path of Courage. As she grew older, Carol chose a path built on discipline and service. She joined the military, not for recognition, but to push herself further than anyone believed she could. Training was grueling, expectations were high, obstacles appeared at every turn. But Carol faced every challenge the same way she always had, head on. She studied aviation, combat, strategy, and leadership. She learned to remain calm in storms, both on the ground and in the sky. And though the world still tried to place limits on her, she proved, again and again, that courage has no boundaries. Carol wasn't driven by ego. She was driven by purpose, and the sky she once dreamed of was now beneath her wings. Section 3. A Mystery Beyond the Stars. During her service, Carol became involved in a project unlike anything she had ever seen. An advanced experimental program built around technology far beyond Earth's understanding. What she didn't know was that this technology was not entirely human. It was connected to a distant interstellar conflict, a struggle involving powerful alien forces, hidden agendas, and secrets buried behind layers of deception. Carol trusted her instincts. Something about the mission didn't feel right. But before answers could surface, everything changed in a single moment. A catastrophic event erupted around the project. A blast of unimaginable energy engulfed Carol. Light, heat, and raw cosmic force merging into her very being. The world went silent, and her fate shifted forever. Section 4. Power Without Memory. When Carol awoke, the past was gone. Fragments, glimpses, echoes of a life she could no longer fully remember. She found herself among strangers, an advanced interstellar force who claimed to have rescued her. They spoke of discipline, loyalty, and obedience. They told her she was part of their cause now. They gave her a new identity, a new purpose, and a new explanation for the power surging through her veins. Energy flowed within her, bright, explosive, limitless. She could project radiant blasts, endure impacts that would crush ordinary beings, and move through the sky as if gravity itself bowed in respect. But power doesn't answer questions, and Carol's heart was full of them. Who was she before this? Where did she come from? Why did it feel like her life was a puzzle missing its most important pieces? The more she trained, the more those questions refused to stay buried. Section 5. A world that felt familiar. On a mission that spiraled far beyond expectation, Carol found herself stranded on a distant blue planet. A world full of noise, emotion, culture, and haunting familiarity. That world was Earth. Every sight felt strange, yet recognizable. Every sound sparked echoes of forgotten memories, faces, places, feelings. She searched for answers, and slowly puzzle pieces began to fall into place. She discovered fragments of her history, friendships, dreams, ambitions, and a life full of resilience long before she ever gained cosmic power. She realized something powerful. She had always been strong. The energy didn't create her courage. It simply magnified what had always been there, and the truth she uncovered next would change everything. Section 6. the lie she refused to live. The forces who claimed to rescue her had never saved her at all. They had used her. They had hidden her past, reshaped her identity, and tried to control the very power they feared. They didn't want her to discover who she was, because truth could not be commanded. Carol faced the deception not with anger, but with clarity. Her strength wasn't a gift from them. It was the result of survival, resilience, and heart. Her identity didn't belong to any army, empire, or ruler. It belonged to her. And in that realization, Carol Danvers took back her life. Section 7. Unleashing her true power. For the first time, Carol stopped holding back. She no longer fought as a soldier obeying orders, but as a woman standing in her truth. Energy surged through her, bright, focused, unstoppable. She could glide through the sky like a comet, channel cosmic light, and shatter the limits others tried to place upon her. But even with incredible strength, she never forgot what mattered most: compassion, justice, choice. She didn't fight out of hatred. She fought to defend those who could not defend themselves, to protect worlds caught between conflict and survival. Her journey was no longer about discovering power. It was about choosing how to use it. Section 8. A hero beyond boundaries. Carol embraced a new purpose, one that reached beyond planets, politics, or borders. She became a guardian across galaxies, a bridge between worlds, a defender of those left in the shadows of war. Yet even as she soared among the stars, she carried Earth in her heart. The girl who once dreamed of the sky now flew through it with purpose. Her story was not only about victory, but about identity, resilience, and belonging. She was no longer defined by what others expected her to be. She defined herself. Section 9. What Captain Marvel stands for. Captain Marvel represents something greater than power. She stands for the strength to rise after every fall, for the courage to question the stories others try to write for us, for the belief that our greatest abilities mean nothing if we don't choose to use them for good. Her journey teaches us that heroes aren't made by energy, armor, or cosmic force. They are made by spirit, by perseverance, by empathy, by the will to stand tall, even when the world tries to hold you down. Carol Danvers didn't become a hero the day she gained powers. She was already one, long before the universe ever realized it. The light that never fades. Captain Marvel is more than a warrior of the stars. She is a reminder that identity cannot be stolen, that strength cannot be defined by others, and that the brightest light often begins as a spark within. She chose truth over control, purpose over obedience, and compassion over fear. No matter how far she travels, no matter how many galaxies call her name, her legacy remains the same. Power is not about domination. Power is about who you become when the world tries to limit you. And as long as there are people who believe in courage, hope, and possibility, the universe will always have Captain Marvel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell.